Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about something really fundamental, the obligatory acts of Wudu. This is the ritual purification that gets us ready for prayer, and as we're about to see, it's so much more than just washing up. I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head, right? It's not just about cleansing our bodies. The real goal is preparing our hearts and our minds for a moment of incredible connection. So let's explore how that actually works. Okay, so first things first, we've got to look beyond the physical actions. This isn't just about hygiene, though that's part of it. This is a profound practice with benefits that can literally ripple through your entire day. And it's pretty amazing when you think about it. Before a single drop of water even touches your skin, the most important step has already happened. It's the silent intention, the niyyah, that you form inside your heart. That right there is the foundation for everything else. All right, now that we've set the intention, let's get into the how-to. There are 6 essential, or you could say obligatory, acts of wudu. We're going to walk through each one step by step. So here they are, the big 6. First, that intention we just talked about. Then comes washing the face, then the arms, wiping the head, washing the feet, and finally, and this is super important, doing it all in the correct order. That sequence is absolutely key. Let's really focus on that first step. What's so crucial here is that it's completely silent. You're not saying anything out loud. It's just a quiet, internal focus. A simple thought. I'm doing this to get ready to stand before God. All right, step 2, washing the face. You want to make sure the water covers everything, from where your hair naturally starts, all the way down to your chin and across from ear to ear. There's just this wonderful feeling of refreshment and renewal in this simple act, isn't there? It really wakes you up. From there, we move on to the arms. You start right at your fingertips and wash all the way up, making sure to include the elbows. It's a very deliberate, gentle action, a conscious way of preparing yourself for what comes next. Now, this next step is so beautifully simple. You just take your wet hands and wipe a part of your head. It can be a tiny portion. Seriously, even what a single hair covers is enough. But that small gesture, it's a huge symbol of humility and obedience. After the head, it's time for the feet. You're going to wash them all the way up to and including the ankles. And you really want to pay attention here, making sure the water gets to every little part, especially between the toes. And this is where we really see that amazing connection between the physical and the spiritual. The action is just washing our feet, but the purpose, the why behind it, is so much bigger. It's about purifying the very limbs that carry us through the world and reminding ourselves to always walk towards goodness. And that brings us to the 6th and final obligatory act, tartib. That's really just the formal name for doing all these steps in the correct sequence. And this isn't just about following a rule book. It's actually a practice that builds internal discipline. It teaches you structure and focus, one small, consistent action at a time. Okay, so we've got the how down. Now let's talk about the why. How does this practice actually ripple out and affect our daily lives? Because beyond the spiritual preparation, Wudu has some really tangible benefits for our well-being. First up, let's start with the obvious one, your health. Think about it. Regularly washing your hands, your face, and your feet throughout the day, that is a super powerful and simple way to stay hygienic and keep germs from spreading. And second, Wudu is basically a masterclass in building good habits. When you perform this intentional act 5 times a day, every single day, you're literally training your brain. You're building these powerful mental muscles for discipline and consistency. And those are skills that, let's be honest, help in every single part of your life. So we've covered health and habits, which is kind of the external stuff. But what about the internal? Let's dive into how Wudu really impacts our mind and our heart. You know that feeling of cool water on your skin? When you combine that with these slow, deliberate movements, it just naturally creates a pause in your day. It's like a built-in mindfulness break. It's a chance to just breathe, reset your focus, and literally wash away the stress of whatever was happening a minute ago. And this is the key. When you do Wudu with intention, when you're really present and not just going through the motions, it completely transforms. It becomes this profound moment of spiritual clarity. It's like a quiet check-in, reminding you that you're purifying not just your body, but your heart, and realigning yourself with your deepest purpose. So, all of this really brings us to a crucial understanding. Wudu isn't some chore you have to rush through to get to the real part. It is a real part. It's an opportunity, a little gift you get to give yourself multiple times a day. So I want to leave you with a question to think about. How might dedicating just a few mindful minutes to this practice 5 times a day, how could that change the entire quality and feel of your day? So let's end on this beautiful piece of advice. Just take your time. Don't rush it. Try to feel the peace in every single step. And let this simple act of purification shape not only your prayer, but your health, your habits, and most importantly, your heart.